Ladies first.
Okay, I'm Rosemary.
Hi, Darcy.
Hi, I'm Harry.
I'm Carla.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Al.
Hello, my name is Renee Collette, and today I'm going to talk to you about using handheld cell phones while driving. How often do you see people texting or calling while driving? Are you somebody who has done this? Are you willing to risk your life in response to a simple message or a phone call? Next time you pick up your phone while you're driving, think about this. Texting and driving can be more dangerous than drinking and driving. There was a survey in 2009 that had a man with a blood alcohol content of 0.08, which is legally drunk. When he was driving at 70 miles per hour, he traveled past 4 feet past his baseline. Now, when he was looking at an email, he traveled 36 feet past his baseline. And when he was texting, he traveled 70 feet past his baseline. When you think about answering your phone, remember, it is just as dangerous, if not even more dangerous, than drinking while driving. Today, I'd like to inform you about the risks of using a handheld cell phone while driving, including the legality of the issue, the risk on your own lives, and the risk on the lives of others. Now, why is this important to me? Well, every time I ride in the car with my sister, I'm always fearful because she loves to text while driving. I remember one time she almost swerved off the road because she was looking at a text message. Now, I want to be an advocate for stopping practices like this. My safety is more important than texting. What exactly is the problem? Texting and answering cell phones causes bad driving. It causes accidents and even causes death. But why do people answer their cell phones? They fear that there's an emergency. Why is this person calling me now? What could go wrong? It's an addiction. Technology use in today's society has become a huge addiction. People are addicted to computers, to texting, cell phone use. They have a need for constant communication. And also, they do not think anything bad will happen. Even though these laws are put in place, how many times are you going to be pulled over for using a cell phone when everybody does it? Or it's not going to be me who gets into the car accident. But why shouldn't you text or use your cell phone while driving? Well, it's against the law in the state of Maryland. On May 30th, 2010, the law was passed, and it took effect on October 2010. It's a secondary offense, which means that you can't get pulled over unless they find something else wrong with your driving. And it's for using your handheld device, so you can use Bluetooth devices. For the first time offense, it's $40, and it's $100 for subsequent offenses, and it's no points on your driver's license. But do you really want to risk getting pulled over for using your cell phone, wasting all that time and that money? Also, cell phone usage while driving is a distraction. The U.S. Department of Transportation says that distracted drivers are becoming an epidemic, and the major cause of those distracted drivers are the use of cell phones while driving. People miss light changes, they swerve, and they do not have their eyes on the road. Finally, it's a risk of human life. Every time you use your cell phone while driving, there's a risk. You can get into an accident. An accident can cause harm to you, your passengers, and other vehicles. It can cause injuries, and it can even cause death. So what's the solution? Next time your cell phone rings or you get a text message while driving, pull over to the side of the road. Or wait until you're at your destination if there's no place safe on the side of the road. I remember reading that one lady said that when she got a text message, she would say to herself, just so many more minutes until I reach my destination. She would keep on repeating that to herself until she got to her destination. And then finally, you can just ignore it. You see those commercials on TV where it has the white screen with the word, like, okay, thanks, just that one single word. And then next is a story about how a young girl got killed reading that one word. Do you really want that one word to kill you? Do you want to be that person? Next time you step in a car, think of the consequences. Do you want to risk your own life? Do you want to risk your passengers' lives? Do you want to risk your strangers' lives? The World Health Organization believes that more than 1.2 million people die in car crashes each year, one every 30 seconds. And drivers who use their cell phones while driving are 4 times more likely to get into a crash. So next time your phone rings, don't pick it up. Just think about how many lives you could be saving. Think about who you are not impeding by being a distracted driver. Think about how by not answering your cell phone, you're saving your own life. And next time when you have your cell phone ring or get a text message, do what that woman said. Just say to yourself, just so many more minutes until I reach my destination, or I can pull off to the side of the road. Thank you. Is there any questions?
I have one question. In the beginning, you mentioned passing this baseline. What's the baseline? The destination that he was driving towards? Or?
Well, what they do is they had him stop while being sober, and then they took the average stop, like the stop distance, and then they just took that past that distance. So it'd be 4 feet past his average distance.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything else?
Have any studies been conducted to see if it's more gender related, one way or the other?
Actually, it was really surprising because a lot of the studies that were conducted, there really are not a lot of studies on this specific issue. There actually needs to be, I think there needs to be more studies on the issue before they can get into gender-related issues. I did not personally see any when I was going across my research.
Okay.
But like they don't have any statistics on the number of deaths per, like for texting. It just, they have statistics on deaths while driving.
Okay.
How about the 911 law where it helps a lot of people in accidents and all that stuff because they want you to keep using that?
What do you mean by?
With your cell phones and text them, they want you to call whenever there's an emergency
Yeah, well,
to report things.
in the Maryland state law, it says one of the exemptions is for 911. So you can use your cell phone while, and I think that's like a special case scenario. Like if I see somebody dying on the road or in a car crash, I'm gonna call 911. But just make sure you're careful.
In your research, did you see anything about potential outlawing of the Bluetooth? Because I just recently got one. Mine's a hands-free device in the car, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to use, and I'm distracted when I try and use it.
I haven't seen anything specifically about outlawing Bluetooth, but I did see a lot of people, like a lot of things saying that just because you have a Bluetooth doesn't fix the problem. It's just a short-term solution.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way to completely stop. Like even they're saying the Maryland law, it's not stringent enough to really stop texting while driving. It's like the seatbelt law. They're comparing it. The seatbelt law used to be a secondary law, and in a lot of states they made it a primary law just because people would still not wear their seatbelts. So they're gonna have to have more stringent rules for people violating the law for it to actually be effective. Because I mean, I drive here and I see tons of people on their cell phones.
I'm bad about that.
Not anymore
getting
after listening
better.
to Renee, right?
Right.
Is there anything else? All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.